Hi, it's Bailey, or Jay, call me as you will, and welcome to episode 3 of my Minecraft Let's Play. As you can see, we have a cool new texture pack. This is Pixel Perfection Legacy, and then I also have some realistic skyboxes because I turn off render clouds because my computer hates me sometimes. Anyway, my main goals for today are pretty simple. Actually, I don't need a pickaxe yet. I want to make a house. Hello, sheep. I want to make a house and move all of my stuff over. Unlike last time, I actually have waited quite a bit between recording sessions. Last time I recorded part 2 the day after I recorded part 1, versus for this one it has actually been a week, so it's been a bit. I did do a little bit of tree chopping before I started recording, but that was mainly because I thought I was recording and I wasn't. Anyway, yes, I am very happy to be in a warmer biome. It is so nice. I say that as though I can physically feel the temperature difference, but I like warmer biomes better in general. Also, I will say, while I did not mention it earlier when I listed the texture packs I'm using, and while it will not be linked in the description with the 2 texture packs that I mentioned, I did make a little optimization pack, which is why the grass blocks are green on the sides, and that's also why torches don't have their little fire particles. And if we went over there to look at the obsidian, we would see that crying obsidian is not, in fact, crying. So, yeah. Now, I just need to figure out how to make my house. I know that I want it to be kind of further up this way, but I'm not sure exactly by how much, because that big jump feels a little excessive. I feel like it would be cool if there was a back door leading up to here. And I can almost guarantee that the reason why I'm saying that is because recently, there is the sun, there it is because recently I actually started a different survival world as a sort of practice world, and also I really wanted to play with the Kawaii world texture pack. But anyway, the reason that I had that world like that is because primarily I wanted to practice, because honestly, I had so many interruptions already. I don't remember if I actually mentioned this in the recording you're seeing or not, but it has been like a week since the last time I recorded on this survival world, and I wanted to just get a little bit of practice in, because being a usually peaceful player, I was struggling a lot. And while I knew that I would see, like, it would be cool to show natural improvement over the course of this playthrough, I also knew that it would be a severe struggle if I had no idea how to get by in basic survival. That said, I still am having a really hard time envisioning what this house is supposed to look like without being able to, like, get up and see it, like the land, in creative, because that's normally what I do. In that survival world that I'm referring to, the one with the Kawaii World texture pack, I just use... Oh geez. I'm gonna kill you immediately. Yeah, drown. I don't know if you're actually gonna drown, but don't come back and attack me. I don't like you. Anyway, sun's setting. There we go. Anyway, what I was gonna say was, the reason that I was thinking of making a house up here is mainly because in that world, my house was a mountain house, which obviously this is at best a hill, definitely not a mountain, so we're gonna have to do something a little smaller. I do want there to be some elevation to it, but maybe not that much. I definitely want it to be bigger than the little hut that I have back in the cold area. Also, I'm gonna be using some planks for the, like, foundation and sides. Actually, no, I feel like the foundation and sides should be logs, and then the walls can be planks. That's gonna be so annoying to make, but I really want it. Okay. Anyway, this house is likely going to be much bigger than the one that I I should say, in the cold biome, because obviously I haven't gotten rid of it, and I don't intend on getting rid of it, because if I got rid of it, that would kind of feel like, you know, like, not necessarily like erasing my progress, but that would, like, it's like a mini landmark now. Like, it's kind of important to me I don't want to be like from an emotional standpoint, but like, it's kind of like emotionally important to me that I keep that house there. Like, I don't have to use it. I don't have to leave the stuff that's in it. I'm definitely gonna move my stuff out here. But I just don't really want to get rid of the house, you know? So, yeah. Let's figure out how tall I want this to be. Upward facing logs. I really like the birch pattern with this texture. Oh, I forgot I don't have an elytra. Oh my gosh. Funny story, actually. As I mentioned, I have been trying out... Oh my gosh. I've been playing in, like, more normal survival because I'm trying to practice for this playthrough so I'm not entirely useless. And funny thing is that in my Forever world, which was previously peaceful only, and I would not really do anything myself. If I wanted something, I would just make it in creative. I actually started playing in normal mode to sort of, you know, again, practice. Plus, I keep inventory on in that world, so it kind of didn't feel like too much of a loss, I guess, when I died. Like, aside from losing where I was physically, I could always just run back there. And I wouldn't lose any of my stuff, so I figured there's no harm in trying normal mode. It is still maybe not my preferred, but I'm keeping it like that for now, just to get more used to it. With my primary thing that I wanted to actually mention about the whole I don't have an elytra is that I actually switched out my elytra, because previously the one that I had spawned in with creative, versus the one that I have now, I actually earned myself because I defeated the Ender Dragon, which was kind of crazy. I did not actually think I would end up doing that, but I did, and it was cool, and I liked it. Okay, yeah, I cooked the food. Switch that out for the chicken. That is a strange eating noise, and I don't know how I feel about it. I like the majority of this texture pack, and like, it's so pretty. Everything looks so nice. The hotbar is so cool too. Like, it's so pretty. I like this texture pack a lot, and I'm so happy that I can use it for this. I feel like I'm almost making this house too tall. The problem is I'm talking, so I didn't really count how many blocks tall this is. 8. Okay, 8 blocks tall. That is a tall house. Okay. I definitely do not have enough birch right now. I'm gonna have to chop down more birch trees, and I will have to plant some of those saplings. But anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so everything else is at 6. 7, 8. I could totally be counting wrong again, by the way. So, whoopsies. But anyway, 7, 8. Okay. Whew. Only 2 left. I'm definitely gonna have to go chop more wood. But, like, I remember before I mentioned that I felt kind of spoiled by having a Truecapitator mod in my Forever world. I have the other survival world that I've been playing in, which does not have a Truecapitator mod on in it. And because it does not have a Truecapitator mod, it feels a lot easier, I guess, to keep in mind how long it actually takes to chop down trees, and it's really increased my patience with this sort of thing. Also, sorry I keep trailing off and losing my train of thought. It's hard to keep track of what I have and haven't said yet because I kept messing up earlier. I mean, I kept not starting the recording. Like, I would start the voice recording, but then I wouldn't start the video recording, because those are 2 separate things. I record the audio on my phone and the video on my computer, obviously. And that is difficult, let's say. Okay, I need some birch saplings, because if I'm going to be chopping down trees at this rate, I need more trees to chop down. I'm gonna just kind of spread them out. Anyway, like, I want there to be like a railing along the bottom. Or actually maybe not, because I don't like... Okay, hold on. Oh, no, wait, no, I want them upward. I want them upward, because I am crazy. I love making everything hard on myself. But I really, really like how birch logs look in this texture pack. Again, I want them upward. Why did this one say no? I like how birch logs look in this texture pack. see, like, look at that. Like, it looks kind of stripey, but then it has the dots. I like that. I do like how it looks going up smoothly, but I feel like that would look strange with the birch pillars this way. And see, the reason this is cool is because I can just fill up the inside with planks, and it'll look a little less weird. And I'm just going to use the stripped one because I don't want to actually have that visible, but again, I want it upward. Come on. Come on. There we go. See, that doesn't look too horrible. But I also don't like it. So I guess I'm going to turn that into a singular piece of charcoal. Chicken. Charcoal that for me. And let's go chop some more trees. Ooh, I should probably eat that chicken. I don't know how I feel about those eating sounds, I gotta be honest. Like, I love the visual look of this texture pack, but some of the sound changes, I'm not so sure how I feel about them. Not, like, this is not as a criticism as the texture pack, this is just me being used to how vanilla Minecraft sounds and preferring it, because I'm used to it, and that's really the only reason. I will say, I do like that tools breaking is not, like, absurdly and obnoxiously loud, because I am very used to that, but that doesn't mean I like it. It always jump scares me, even when I'm expecting it, just because it's so much louder than everything else. So I do like how it sounds when you pick things up, like that soft little bleep. I like that. Yeah, I like that. Just generally speaking, I like a lot of the sounds, but maybe not all of the sounds, if that makes sense. Okay, upward facing logs. Why is it always the last one that says no? Also, speaking of this texture pack, like, I know I shouldn't be ranting the whole time about how cool this texture pack is, but I love that the tools are different. Like, pretty much everything is different. What do you mean I can only sleep at night? The sun is almost down. Come on. There we go. I like how the wood tools have, like, the string around it. Gosh, it would be so much more annoying to make tools if you needed string every single time. But I really like how the tools look. It's just a nice look to me. So yes, I don't know how long it takes for trees to grow. I wish I had, like, bone meal, because I know you can bone meal trees. I've just been playing around in a few survival worlds to try and, like, get myself better prepared for this one, because after I recorded and put out, well, not even put out, after I recorded that second episode, I kind of took a break from this world because I realized that I was very ill-equipped to deal with it, plus I wanted to take a break from recording. Oh god, what is that? Like, I can see that that's a creeper, but what is it wearing? What is that? But, like, see, did you see how I dealt with that creeper? That's better than most of the time when I have to deal with creepers. I am very confused as to what that stuff was. What was the weird shiny stuff around it? I did not like that. I did not like that one bit. But anyway, see, I definitely want to turn this into some kind of, like, miniature tree house. Like, it's right behind where my main house would be. So, like, I feel like turning that into a little tree house would not be too bad of an idea. It would be cool if I could, like, find some cats and then make that into, like, a literal cat tree, and, like, that's where I have the cats stay. Although that would also sort of imply that I'm neglecting my cats. Anyway, a lot of this episode is likely going to be me chopping trees. But I say a lot of this episode, a lot of what I'm doing, I guess, is going to be me chopping trees. But I must admit that I will likely end up recording a lot longer than I expect to, because I don't ever, like, I'm not going into this with set expectations for how long I'm going to be recording. I just know, generally speaking, what I want to do. I need a shovel. Well, I don't need a shovel, but I would like a shovel. Wood shovel. Wood shovel. Ah. Seriously? When I make houses in Minecraft, I usually just use planks and not logs, but I guess I'm trying to be a little ambitious today. I want this house to basically be entirely birch, although I might make the roof out of spruce. See, you would not see me doing this intense of like a building plan for a house in survival if it weren't for the fact that I've gotten used to survival recently. Like, I say gotten used to, but I say that very lightly. Like, I'm not actually more used to it, I'm just adjusting slowly. I would not normally be making such a crazy, like quote unquote crazy, I would normally not be making this kind of build in survival. Like, I can see myself doing this if I had access to creative, but in this world currently I do not. So the fact that I'm actually doing this is kind of weird. Like, normally I would not be, but for some reason I just decided, yep, now's the time to do that. Give me some torches, and I need to eat something. Yeah, let's cook the cod. I mean salmon. It's salmon. Stupid. Anyway, I like how it goes up. I will also make it a lot easier to build the roof later. I do not want to deal with building the roof. But anyway, I'm gonna need to connect the sides like that, which means I need even more birch. Let's go. And immediately I can see that I'm probably gonna actually need to get food first. To go back over this way. Anyway, I'm not super used to doing survival-y stuff, but I feel like this is good for me. It is rather annoying to be struggling to make things happen when I am used to having creative, because even though I am not like super used to creative, like, how do I put this? I'm mostly used to creative, but that's not the only way I play this game. However, usually I also have, you know, a tree cutting mod and the ability to fly around, if not via creative, then with my Elytra, meaning I will have a much easier time getting resources, which currently is not really a thing for me. I do not need 2 feathers right now. Sorry. More tree cutting. As I've mentioned, I have a tree capitator mod in my Forever world, and while I have been playing survival to get myself used to not having a tree capitator mod, and while I have been doing pretty well in those worlds, it's still kind of annoying, just because I know it would be so much faster if I had it, but I'm determined to try and complete a vanilla playthrough. And the reason for this is that I have actually completed the game in my Forever world, and I did do it, like, in a relatively normal way. Like, I actually bartered with the piglins to get the ender pearls, and I actually did fight with blazes to get the blaze rod, so I feel like I did it, you know, legitimately. But at the same time, I got the ender pearls from piglins, so I suppose I did not fight endermen to get them, but I still did it, you know, pretty how you're supposed to, which is entirely different than if I had, like, you know, gotten them via creative, which I did not. So I would say I fought the Ender Dragon legitimately, but I had so much stuff already in that world that I kind of feel like I cheated anyway, if that makes sense. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot I had birch planks just sitting in my chest. Okay, well, that's convenient, I guess. I know that I'm going to want to have double doors, and I think I'm going to want them to be at the front, so I'll do that. Blip, 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 blip. Wait a minute. Are these planks directional? Wait a minute. Do they look different from the outside, though? No, they do not. Okay. That's the important part, really. I got scared for a second. I am honestly pretty happy with how this house is coming along. And I am also very unhappy with the fact that my hunger is very low. Okay. Let's cook some food. Although, first of all, birch log. Okay. Anyways. Oh, I have some chicken already. Nice. Nice. But let's still cook the mutton. Okay. We got our movement speed back. Okay. That sounded strange, sorry. Okay, so that's where I want that to be. Okay. Actually, while I'm here, let's just make the doors. Like, straight up, let's just make the doors. We're already here. Can I make the doors? I have enough stuff, right? Yeah, doors. Okay, and you only gotta do it once, because just doing it once gives us 3! I'm very excited for no reason. Anyway. Woo! Unfortunately, we still cannot see through the doors. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to find some, like, I don't know, jungle wood or something. That'll be hard to find. But basically, some kind of door that... Wait, I'm surrounded by oak. I could just use oak, right? Oak doors you can see through. Normally, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Is this oak? It's oak, okay. I will say, this house looks kind of strange. But that's on me. I already made this design choice, I'm sticking to it. Anyway, oak planks. I kind of prefer the look of the oak planks, actually, but I'm not gonna do that, because I've already committed to birch. Okay, plus, I feel like having oak doors on a birch house is much less of a violation than using, yay, we got windows, kinda. It's much less of a violation than just straight up changing woods halfway through. It is at times like these that I wish I had my uncrafting mod, because that is a mod that I use rather frequently, and I don't care that I am covering up something. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Yet again, another example of why I need to find a more regular food source. But yeah, I am still kind of adjusting to having to deal with hunger and stuff, because I, again, am usually a peaceful player, even though recently I've been playing more survival, normal mode, because I wanted to get more used to it so I could handle this stuff a little better. Let's just grab this one too while we're at it. I must say, I really like the particles in this texture pack. Everything, I feel like every 10 minutes I'm just going, I love this texture pack, I love this texture. Not 10 minutes, it's not been 10 minutes yet, has it? I say this looking up at my timer and it's been 11 minutes of just this take, but you know what I mean. I really do like the Pixel Perfection Legacy texture pack. Again, should be in the description. I'm still getting used to, like, properly formulating my descriptions and stuff. It's a little, like, I don't want to say it's challenging for me, but it's just not something I'm used to doing, because, quite frankly, I'm not used to doing Minecraft Let's Plays. This is, again, my 3rd episode of my first ever Let's Play, so not really the most experienced gaming YouTuber on the planet. And when I used to stream, I was streaming on Twitch, so there isn't really a description to put things in. Like, if someone asked, I could usually drop a link, but even then, I wasn't really playing Minecraft, so it's not like anybody would ask what texture pack I'm using. Like, no one asks what texture pack you use when you're playing Animal Crossing, but yeah. I love leaf litter as a fuel source. I actually had the thought, because I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I personally like making texture packs. I find the act of making texture packs, or at the very least putting them together, to be very entertaining. And because of that, I've been thinking about making a texture pack. I have a combo pack that I'm working on that's kind of just like it's intended as pretty cutesy. It has like different wood colors, but it's mostly vanilla friendly. You know, like a slightly lighter acacia wood, slightly lighter mangrove, you know, stuff like that. That's not the point though. The point is, I was having an idea for a different texture pack I could make. Said texture pack being, I kid you not, post-apocalyptic, because I was thinking I could totally make a cool texture pack. Sleep real quick. Because if I did that, I could turn leaf litter into like coal dust or something, because I feel like when you see leaf litter and it's kind of just there as like a nuisance, it doesn't really give you the not the perspective, but like it doesn't really my trees have grown, or at least one of them has. It doesn't really ooh, 2 of them have. It doesn't really illustrate to you how good it is, because I like using it as a fuel source. And what's funny is, I had never heard anyone talk about it, but I figured this out on my own in one of my survival worlds, and then, not that long later, I finally saw a different YouTuber talk about it, and it's just like, why did no one tell me about this earlier if this was a thing that other people know about? Like, why have I not seen this elsewhere if this is a thing, you know? Also, as much as I do like having all of the flowers and stuff around, I'm not so much a fan of the, I don't know if this is short grass or ferns or what, but there's just so much of it, and it's driving me nuts. Like, I don't mind it in concept, but it's just everywhere. If I had shears, this would be so much easier to deal with. But again, I seem to be having a problem with finding iron. Hopefully, like, obviously I haven't been really looking for it this episode, but, yeah, iron is definitely on my checklist of things that I need to get. Let's get these torches off the ground. I tend to do doot on the doorway, and then I'll do like one every 3 blocks, but these walls are really tall. So, this might end up being a multi-story house just based off of how tall it's gonna end up being. Cause, yeah, this is gonna be a very large house, huh? Hopefully, that will not end up being a problem. Trying to get all of the birch planks is genuinely gonna be harder for me than actually setting them up, because once you start setting up the lines for them, it's not that hard, but actually locating all of the birch needed seems to be the biggest struggle. But as my saplings are slowly beginning to grow, hopefully that will become less of an issue. Okay, let's see. Whoa. That was like real time, like immediately as soon as I started looking, there it is. Okay. I don't know why I made an IRL sound, like that physically hurt me. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need some stairs. Cause I don't know if I'm gonna fill in this floor or if I'm gonna just leave it. What is this cow doing? What you doing? You're lucky I'm not gonna kill you yet. I'm kind of just working through this area and just killing all of the birch trees, and I feel bad, but like, I need it for my house. Like, I planted so many saplings and so few of them have actually grown, but the ones that have, I shall be forever grateful, because unironically, like, my house desperately is in need of more everything at this point. Let's go a little further out so it's not in the way. I'm just trying to make sure that none of them are like in the way of each other, because if they're in the way of each other, then it'll be harder for them to grow, and then it'll be harder for me to use them, blah 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 blah. Unfortunately, I've decided to make it hard. How are you inside my house? My door wasn't open. Well, I guess I'm killing you both. Like, that sounds so insane, but like, literally, what else am I to do? Also, I need leather. I would like to have leather, and then I can like go kill a spider or something. Pork chops. Okay. I still want to know what was on that creeper. That was weird. I did not like that. Yay, another tree. Whatever the weird blue glowy stuff was, that kind of freaked me out. I've never seen that before. Like, I've gone through textures and texture packs, so I'd assume that's what creeper armor is, but I don't actually know what that is, or what it, like, I'd assume that means it protects the creeper, but it's still like, what is that, you know? Yeah, I definitely need stairs, because my aim is bad in terms of getting in my house. Okay. Okay, I am so sorry. That was about the 17 millionth interruption so far today, but at least I know what I was doing. I don't remember what I was talking about, but I remember what I was doing. I was building my house, which, now that I'm looking at it, is in desperate need of some windows, but I guess I'll get to that later. How much wood do I have? Not a lot. Are any of my trees grown yet? I doubt it, but... oh yeah, there's one. Because, like, the problem is, I wasn't AFK. Like, I was just gone because I was eating. Oh, there goes my axe. Well, I can punch the wood. That's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Okay. I don't like the sun is setting. Okay. Can I sleep yet? No. Well, hey, guess I'm making more of these then. I really do need windows though. Yeah, I have no idea what I was talking about when I left off, but I do know that at the very least, it is at least likely that I was either talking about the previously mentioned lack of windows or this texture pack, because I can't seem to shut up about it today, but that's fine. Yeah. Oh, there's a bunch of zombies and a creeper wearing stuff. I do not like the creeper having whatever that blue stuff is. Well, at least I know these walls are tall enough to be useful. Never mind. Do not set me on fire. Don't you dare. Oh my god. That was dangerously close to my house. Oh my goodness. Maybe this was a horrible idea, actually. I hate that. I hate that so much. I hate creepers. Oh my goodness. This actually brings up something kind of funny. I hate creepers in game, but they're so cute in merch and stuff. Like, I'm actually, like, there's actually this, like, one creeper plushie that I was literally looking at, like, I want it. It's cute. But then every time I see a creeper in game, there's always this mild sense of dread because I don't know if I'll be able to get to it fast enough to kill it before it explodes, which in this case I very clearly was not. Oh my gosh. This is also making me rethink having the top of my house be so high up because those zombies and that creeper, bad combo. I'm gonna build out this. I feel a little bit more collected now that I've eaten. And also, now that I likely will not be interrupted too much more, let's kill the pig real quick. I don't need to, but why not? That's such a horrible way to look at the concept of killing something. But anyway, okay, let's grab the saplings and plant a few, because I am in desperate need of more birch trees, and the ones I have now are not growing nearly fast enough. What is that? The rotten flesh looks like a hand in this texture pack? That's crazy. Like, I mean, I get it. It works. Also, I kind of wish it didn't, because that's spooky. Okay. I'm just putting these everywhere because I need as many of them to grow as humanly possible, because it's not working out the way I wanted it to. Okay. Anyway, on that topic, I need to go get more birch. I just really want to get this house, like, fixed up and nice, because I am very, like, almost disproportionately excited about having, like, a nice house set up, because once I have the house, then I'll be able to get, like, my dog over here, and then I can really start, like, I don't know, existing. Like, I know that making your base is kind of like a very basic part of this game that should be done relatively early. Like, you'd think I'd have my permanent house set up by episode 3 of my Let's Play, especially considering that each video so far has been, like, what, an hour long? But, yeah. Also, I have a feeling that this one will either be very similar in length or extremely long in comparison, because I feel like my videos have been getting increasingly longer with each one, so that's wonderful. Like, last one was an hour, and I skipped through most of it with a classical music montage, which is wonderful, I guess, but also like, huh? Okay, let's get that. Excuse me, sheep. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you, but trust me, I've come prepared. Epic is epic. Okay. I'm gonna leave some of them fine, because I think we're nearing the end of at least this part, and then I can move on to collecting spruce. Well, not spruce. I'm either gonna do it in spruce or oak, but I kind of like how oak looks in this texture pack, so I might use oak instead. Plus, it's more readily available here rather than... Oof. I almost fell and died. Well, not died, but, like, you know. Once again, I really want to get feather falling, like, as soon as possible. I'm not super crazy about enchanting everything, I say, as if I don't have full enchanted everything in my forever world. but my main priority in terms of enchanting is getting feather falling boots, because for real, it kind of scares me to not have feather falling at any given moment, because I am clumsy. Like, if I could have feather falling in real life, my life would be so much easier. I don't like that the floor is just grass. Like, that makes me nervous. It's not even like, oh, things can spawn when there's grass. No, it's just like, it doesn't look nice. I definitely don't want to make it also be birch planks, but I also don't want it to be just dirt either. Or I should say just grass. And also, I'm going to be breaking up the stuff inside the house, because even if I like the elevation, I think this house is going to end up being multiple stories anyway, so I'd rather it look nice than look stupid, I guess. I don't know what I'm saying. Hopefully, my house will actually look good by the end of this episode, or at least, you know, have like a basis. I hope my base has a basis, but like, for real though, I want this to look nicer. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to collect some sand along with the oak. Oh, now the birch trees want to grow. Now the birch trees want to grow. I'm just gonna collect up the ones that I planted that aren't grown yet, because I will need the birch later, but I don't need that much. Like, I can go back to where I had them before, like where I got them from, and plant them there. Because, like, replant your trees, obviously, but I also don't want them in my front yard. Because that's effectively what this area is gonna be, right? My front yard. Yeah, okay, 3 of them grew. Are there more over here? Okay, no, I think I got them all. I'm making my house kind of abnormally large for me. I don't normally make my houses quite this big. I don't like the sun is setting. Okay. I will probably need to put a back door there, which should work fine considering I had a bunch of extra doors as well. Also, I don't know how I feel about the doors not being symmetrical. I didn't actually count how far across it is. I feel like they just need to be like 1 or 2 over and then they'd be centered, but it's fine. Oh, come on, I saw the sun setting. Well, I guess now's a good time to sort away my stuff. I'll take the chicken. Let's cook the birch log, I guess. Okay, it's dark now. Now can I sleep? There we go. I say it's dark as though it's visibly night. It's not. It's just slightly darker than it was earlier. Okay, my goodness. I don't want to run back home yet. I say home like this isn't gonna be my house, but like, I don't want to run back to where I was before just yet. I'm gonna get some of these. Because again, like I said, I think I like the oak better. I was gonna use the spruce, but I have since decided not to. Okay. Because I don't want to run all the way back to go grab spruce. Like, I'd rather stay here and get this house done, so that way I can just go back and get to my dog. And to my stuff. Like, my stuff is secondary to getting back to my little dog, who I still have yet to name. It has been like a week. Oh my gosh, let me... It has been like a week since I did the last part, and I still don't have a name for my dog, which kind of sucks. I feel like I should by now. Up and crouch, up and out. And then I'll follow that around the perimeter. My idea is I'll just make the roof into an extra floor, like a small storage floor maybe. Because I remember in the last episode, I think I said that I needed a storage house of some kind, and I stand by that. I think I could really benefit from having some place for storage, considering that even now I have like a chest sitting on the floor, just to hold a little bit of stuff. Okay, looking good, looking good. Plus, if I do that, I can put torches. No, not on there. I want it in the center of the log. Bloop. Bloop. Let's hope I don't die running across the top. Bloop. I don't know what's with me and the sound effects. Bloop. I say that like I don't always do them though. How I would kill for some scaffolding right now. I think I have more oak in here, right? I have spruce. I like the oak better though. Cause like, I know the spruce is darker, but also it's just, like, I like how the oak looks, personally. So yeah, this house is probably the largest house that I've made, especially considering that I'm not using creative for it. Because when I make big houses, normally I'll like start off in survival and then get bored or like tired of dealing with constant back and forth of getting materials and going back and getting more materials and going back. Then I'll just be like, whatever. And then I'll go and make whatever materials I need with creative. And a lot of the time I will also use that to place the blocks, since I really like flying in creative. Like, I call it flying, and I'm pretty sure the actual game calls it flying, but it's kind of just like walking on air, which, like, okay. But like, see, I keep taking fall damage because I'm used to either flying in creative or having it in elytra. Let's get up here. We're almost done with this part. I don't know so much about like actually finishing the roof, but we're at the very least going to be able to close off the rounded part. Not rounded, but like, you know what I mean. I was on this side. Please don't fall. Okay, crouch. Anyway, I did a little tour of my Forever World at roughly the 2-week mark. I think I was 1 day short of 2 weeks, which is why I said it was a 2-week-old Forever World in the making. Because, like, it was in the making of being 2 weeks old, which is kind of not how most people would assume that to be used, but that's how I used it because I was nervous. Anyway, made a video about my Forever World in the making at 2 weeks, and I kind of just went around and showed all of the builds I would have considered notable, I guess. And I have since added more to that collection of builds. Like, it's not super impressive still. Like, as you can see from my notably rectangular house, I don't really do anything super big or super crazy. But I thought, you know, this is fun, this is good, and like, I'm just adding on to it as I come up with things. And there are also some kind of nonsensical things that I put in there. Like, it doesn't add anything, I just thought it would be fun. You know? Like, that's kind of the whole energy I have for that entire world, really. I don't like that it's getting dark. I'm gonna get this part. Okay, run. I think I saw something, and I'm not gonna turn back and look. Nope, we're gonna run. Okay. Close the door. Sleep. There we go. Nice. You know, I kind of dread the idea that one day I will, like, go to sleep in my house, and then wake up, and there is, like, something waiting out, like, right outside my bed. Like, something will have spawned into my house while I was asleep. Like, I don't think that's how this works, but I'm still really nervous about it regardless. Perfect. Or, actually kind of not, because that's where my ladder is. I didn't think this through. I will die. Or, well, not die, but get hurt, clearly. I'm gonna need to get some sand so I can make windows, because I hate not having windows. Like, one, I like being able to see outside of my house, duh, but I also don't like that it's, like, when my house is solely lit by torches, it makes me so nervous. Ooh. Well, hello there, leaf litter. I actually really like leaf litter because, like, I can use it to fuel stuff, and that makes it a lot easier on me when I'm trying to, gather coal for torches or whatever. Like, I like, as much as I just said that I don't like having my house lit solely by torches, like, I like having the natural light and whatever, I still like having torches, especially because I tend to, like, whenever I explore a cave, even if it's like a one-time thing and I know I'm never going back there, I still like placing torches, partially because part of me is just like, you know, if fewer things spawn in, then fewer things will be making my computer want to die or whatever. But also, it's just easier for me, honestly. Yay, apple! I don't even know where my brain is at. I've been having trouble talking today. And I know that part of it was because earlier I was getting interrupted a lot, and also I hadn't eaten much that day. That day, I say as if it wasn't literally today. I'm just gonna parkour my way over to... I'm gonna miss that. Yep. Okay. There we go. And let's turn some logs into planks. Bloop. I don't think I need that many to close off this part at least, but I'll take them. Like, basically what I'm doing with this, hopefully, is making my roof and sort of closing it off. My goal is not to have an open roof. Like, it would be cool to have, like, a spot where you can look out, but I'm not looking to have it be open. So I want to close this off, but I want to give it some height first. And I'm thinking maybe I could have it be like a small attic area, which I've done before in one of my other survival worlds. With the Kawaii texture pack, I made it into its own sort of like attic area, and that was my storage room instead of having a separate storage house for it. So yeah, basically the only thing that I know for sure regarding how I like having my houses is that I prefer using planks over logs, which has been reaffirmed to me by how difficult it was to get enough logs for what I was trying to do with the frame. But the point is, aside from having the planks and using those instead of using just plain wood, I don't really have specific preferences on how I want my houses built aside from, you know, I would like there to be a roof. And my definition of a roof is very loose, considering that I have, well, I should say I had, considering I don't play on it anymore, but I had this one world literally called a hole in the ground, where my house was just a hole in the ground. There was nothing else. Like, it was just, like, I dug a hole, lined it with cobblestone, and that was it. That was the house. Like, there was nothing going on there. I will admit, it does make me anxious that there's a very steep drop-off right behind where my house is, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Let's chop some more trees. And I know that you're supposed to replant your tree, but I also don't like having too many trees because then I feel like really, I don't want to say suffocated, that's not the right word, but like I get really scared that there are things hiding in the trees. Especially recently, because again, I've been playing a lot more survival because I'm trying to be, like, I'm trying to get good for this gameplay. That sounds so stupid, but like, you know what I mean. I'm trying to get better at playing survival to get back to building. Also, seeing the sun crawl across the skyline is kind of creeping me out, just because I'm not used to it moving that fast. Okay, that was such an easy jump, and I messed it up. That was just lame. Gotta be over here. Oh, jeez. Okay. It is at times like these that I wish I could A, use creative, or B, use scaffolding. Scaffolding would be so helpful right now. I miss scaffolding. I have like almost a full stack of scaffolding in my forever world that I just constantly have on me at all times. And what's funny is, I actually used the scaffolding in order to defeat the Ender Dragon because I forgot to bring a bow, so I was just like, you know what? Let's go for it. And I was using the scaffolding to just run up the obsidian tower things to get to the end crystals. And the crazy part is that it worked. I died like 3 times, but I was able to destroy like half of the end crystals like that, I think. And that made it so much easier to actually just like kill him. I think I'm gonna go up one more. Gonna make this hard on myself for no reason. Hard on myself for no good. Hard on myself for no reason. Even though I think it should. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need a lot of stairs for this house as well. Which is gonna be even more wood, unless I can... Like, unironically, if I find iron again soon, I might prioritize a stone cutter over anything else. I don't know if it just lagged or if that was my brain. But anyway, yeah, I might prioritize making a stone cutter above, you know, any of the other useful things that iron is generally needed for. Because I am struggling so much right now, and having a stone cutter would probably help me a lot. Okay, this should be the last layer, and then I'll just close it off. I am so glad that those trees dropped apples though, because at least I got something useful out of them aside from just the planks. I'm gonna avoid my little dirt pile thing. This is making me very anxious, but then again, Minecraft often tends to. It's weird, I really like this game, and I find a lot of joy in it, but it also stresses me out. I honestly don't know what I'm doing though, and that's the worst part. Like, I love this game, and it's so fun, but also I am so legitimately terrible at playing it. Also, did that just despawn right in front of me? That's crazy. See, I don't understand why some of the blocks are turning green. That's weird. I don't know if that's an optimization thing or what. Leaf litter! I see sugarcane down there. That'll be good. I want to set up like a nice little farm. I don't want to be like, oh yes, I do the same gameplay loop every world and that's why I enjoy this game. No. It's not that I do the same thing every time, but admittedly, I kind of do the same thing every time. Which, by the way, for some reason, I'm under the impression that my wheat will not have grown by the time I go back. Because, like, I've just been out here this whole time, and I'm under, like, don't you have to be there for things like that to move on? So, like, wouldn't that mean that the wheat would still not be grown by the time I get back? That would suck, but at the same time, I don't know what else to, like, realistically expect from it. Like, I can't expect, like, my computer can't even really handle just the normal amount of stuff, so I shouldn't be expecting it to load things that aren't there. Also, this is a completely separate thing that I don't think will be an issue, but would, like, tamed wolves don't despawn if you leave them, do they? Like, once you tame them, they stay, right? I really... You're kidding. Kidding. I need 3 more? Well, 5 more? Anyway, I really hope my dog hasn't despawned. I haven't even named him yet, but I'm kind of emotionally attached. Okay, let's fill this. And then... Can I bridge over that way with the dirt? Oh yeah, I'm a Minecraft YouTuber now, kind of. Like, technically this is my everything except for music and art channel, because I have dedicated channels to my music and art, of course. So technically this isn't a Minecraft channel, but it's just for whatever I want, and right now the main thing I want to post about is Minecraft. Oh, I hate how dark that immediately made everything. Okay, we're gonna leave that one spot open while I figure out the lighting situation. Okay, let's cut this down because I don't need it yet. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to flatten out the floor and find something to line the floor with, because I don't like it being grass. Like, I know that sounds so picky considering last time when I made my little dirt hut house. I mean, not dirt hut, it was like I used wood, but like, still. I remember I was like, I don't want the floor covered in snow, and now I'm like, I don't want the floor covered in dirt, which is so lame. Like, make up your mind. But yeah, I don't, like, I want my house to look housey. But I'm obviously gonna have to maybe get some glass for the roof, because I want that natural lighting coming in, and obviously it gets very dark without it. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to do that. And I don't know what I want for the floor. Like, I feel like having the floor also be wood would be kind of obnoxious at this point. Because, one, so many trees to chop down, which is just not fun for me. Like, one, not fun for me, two, a lot of boring repetitiveness for you, as if I haven't already gotten to the point of boring repetitiveness. Ooh, stone. I'll take it. I'll take it. I say as if I'm actually doing anything more than just taking it. What was I talking about? Right. One, I feel like it would be kind of boring gameplay viewing wise if I just made the whole house out of wood. But also, I feel like it just wouldn't be very interesting or fun to do that. Like, I almost am thinking I want wool for the floor, but I don't have the sheep right now, so... Or, like, there are sheep around me, but I don't have the shears, I think is what I mean to say. Who would have thunk it? I do need these birch trees. I feel like putting wool on the floor would be... Because, like, I like the idea of having a soft carpeted room, and to be fair, in my Forever world, my main house does have, like, soft flooring. Oh, I'm gonna need logs. And I just turned a bunch of them into planks. Oh no. I need to chop down more birch trees. Who would have guessed? Okay. Good thing I replanted earlier, because now they're grown. Anyway, see, like, this is so frustrating, right? That I keep having to go back and get more wood. Like, I don't want to have to do that with the floor, too, because that would just get annoying at that point. So I'd like to find something nicer to put on the floor, but I also don't want this something nicer to just be wool, because also I feel like that would take a lot of sheep, and I do not currently have a lot of sheep. Like, there are sheep in the general area, I think, but I don't want to go around killing them, and I don't have iron, so I can't go around shearing them. So I need to figure out a plan, because this is gonna get really tiring really fast if I don't figure out something. I should have thought about needing... No one's gonna see that one. It's fine. I can leave it. Like, technically no one's gonna see most of this. Wait, I have a shovel. What am I doing? I have a shovel. There we go. That's faster. Let's take the wood. I mean, what? Take the stone. It's stone. This house is gonna be probably one of my most... Like, it's so crazy to say that just base house is probably gonna be the most ambitious build that I have done so far. Like, it's one thing to say it's the most ambitious build that I've done in this world, but I straight up think it might be the most ambitious build I've done in, I almost want to say any of my worlds, aside from my Deep Slate Tower. That was, like, pretty big. I still find it crazy that a shovel works faster on dirt than a pickaxe. Like, I know that, obviously, they just have different jobs, and that's fine, but at the same time, it feels kind of crazy to me to think about that in that way. Like, it just doesn't make sense to my brain for some reason. Hello, wandering trader. I'm not gonna kill you or your... What are they, llamas? I should probably know that by now. Also, I'm keeping all of the rotten flesh because I want to feed my dog. Like, I feel bad about feeding my dog rotten flesh, but, like, I don't... like, I see why people do it, given that, there is just not a lot of, like... I don't know. I guess I'm not used to resources being so scarce, because, again, normally I play peaceful so I can just run around and go get whatever. So, one, I'm not used to having rotten flesh at my disposal, and two, I'm not so used to having to rely on food, because in the game, like, when I'm playing in peaceful, I can eat when I want to, but I don't have to. Like, nothing ever happens that requires me to eat. So, I don't really gotta deal with that, versus in survival, that becomes an issue very quickly. Like, finding food kind of becomes, like, an immediate priority, which is crazy. Like, I know it's kind of like, well, duh, but to me, that's wild. Like, that's not normal for me. I'm gonna have to move the bed again, which makes me nervous. Doing anything regarding the beds that's not just sleeping in them makes me nervous. What do you mean bed is too... There we go, respawn point. Yeah, I don't like when I'm standing right on the bed and then it tells me that it's too far away. Like, no, it's not. It's stupid. I almost... Like, I kind of like how the stone looks. But I feel like making the floor out of stone would also get annoying really quickly. I feel like it would get notably less annoying, though, considering how many big caves I have available to me at a given time. I currently have cobblestone. Nice. Okay. But I'm gonna stick to the wood tools for now, just because I had... My computer just died. Hold on. Dude, there is no winning. There is no winning. My computer died. Okay. Hopefully the recording came out fine, or at least relatively fine. But anyway, I'm using wood tools because I don't want to deal with having to find more wood, especially after... not wood, finding more stone. Since I have made the... my dog just sneezed. The terrible decision that I'm gonna make my flooring out of stone. And not cobblestone, stone. I like these. But that also means I need to smelt stone. Ugh, that's gonna be so annoying. Okay. Why do I do this to myself? Okay, I'll let those ones go. And let's get to work. Actually, I might have to like call you back. I might have to like pause for a bit and then bring you back when I'm done. But that'll, I don't know, bro. Put more torches because I don't like it getting dark in the house. And at this point, since I'm fully enclosed and I don't really have to worry about things coming in, like, I don't think anything's coming in through that teeny tiny little hole up there, I'm basically going the most difficult route for this survival-only house that I have ever gone for any house. Because normally I'll just go straight up planks, nothing else, because it's faster. And usually the houses are much smaller than this. I don't know what's gotten into me today, but I do know that I'm definitely going to hate myself for it within the next hour or so. I say as if I'm not already kind of regretting it. I do like that the crafting table's floating though. Okay, I'll take what I have there. Is that the moon or is that... not the creeper, not the creeper, not the creeper. Oh my god. Why do the creepers glow? I don't like this. Why do they look like that? Creepers make me anxious. What the heck? Not the skeleton. Not the skeleton, bro. Die. Die, 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 die. Ah. Okay, I'm going back in the house now. I'm going back in the house now. Also, I need to light up that portal because I keep seeing it out of the corner of my eye and thinking it's an Enderman, which it's not. What am I doing? I can't sleep now. Okay, apple. Okay. That creeper gave me like a heart attack seeing it out the window. This is gonna be horrendous to do. Like, I'm gonna hate myself for making this terrible, terrible decision. Actually, now that I think about it though, I have so much dirt in my inventory. I almost said my pockets. In my inventory that I'm not gonna end up using. So, if I use the dirt to plug up the hole, I can grab the stone from below me and use that for the floor so I don't have to go caving yet. Like, obviously I'm gonna have to do that soon. And I also can see very clearly that I'm gonna need another sword, which I would rather make that out of stone than anything else. Like, I feel like of the tools, the ones that you definitely shouldn't settle for using with wood would be the pickaxe and the sword. Everything else, I feel like you can just leave it at lower levels until it suits you, convenience-wise. But I feel like specifically, yay, stone. Okay, I'm gonna put that. And that, oh my god, that's what spider eyes look like in this texture pack? That's crazy. Okay, I'm actually gonna dig out under this way too. Because straight up, I do not want to deal with going into caves right now. Like, I just want to get my dog, and that's kind of it. I hate doing this in the dark, but I don't see a point in placing down torches here, since it's under my house. To be fair, it would be cool if I could do like an underground like strip mine and then I wouldn't have to deal with the rest of, you know, everything. I don't know how much stone I need and it's probably less than I think, but I still don't want to deal with things. Okay. Oh, and that stack is gone. But see, this is a good use of my multiple unwanted stacks of dirt. Like, yeah. Being useful for once? Who would have thunk it out of me? What? I don't know what that sentence was. I don't think that was a sentence. Oh, I'm out of fuel. I don't need that many birch planks for sure. Let us begin placing the stone. Luckily, I don't think stone is directional, so not gonna bother. And I'm also not gonna bother with filling in areas that don't visually need it, so I'm not gonna bother about anything under the logs. So now it's mostly just a waiting game as I wait for my stone to smelt. Which sounds so weird to say, but yeah. This is, like, I feel weird saying that it's tedious, because one, this is entirely my own doing, and two, it's literally a video game. But I feel like this is a lot more work than I normally put into any of my builds. So, here we go. I'm gonna leave the blocks under my stuff alone until I'm done with the rest. This would be much easier with Silk Touch, but nah. Okay. And like I'm sitting here kind of wondering, I wonder what the next floor of this house is gonna use for flooring. But honestly, I don't care. Like, it's obviously not gonna be dirt, but I'm definitely not gonna deal with logs. I'm obviously not gonna deal with logs. I just need to figure something out. I can't believe it's been 25 in-game days and I don't even have a house fully set up. Like, obviously it's because I chose the difficult route with this house, but yeah. And technically I had my first base set up. That sounds weird. But, like, you know what I mean. Looking at the number of blocks available to me versus the number of blocks that I currently have, I'm thinking I'm not going to have enough. So I'm just going to grab these real quick. Because, again, I have dirt, so I can just fill up the hole. I'm not mining straight down, I swear. Look, see, I'm making the hole bigger. I'm gonna need another furnace, I think, which I will make with some of this stone, because that's another thing that stone is good for making, you know. Oh. There goes the pickaxe. Do I not have any sticks? What? How do I not have sticks? Okay. 1. Pickaxe. 2. Furnace. Okay. Nothing else out of stone for now, because I need to focus. But first, I need to focus on filling up this hole. Well, clearing out this part of the hole. Eight. And 8. Nice. 16. Math. I'm so bad at math. I might not be bad at math, but I'm certainly not good at it given the look of this house. Okay. I'm doing this in the most disorganized way possible. Also, crazy that it's been 25 in-game days. Like, what? What am I doing? What am I doing? Luckily, this is not a 100 days challenge or anything. This is just me being a... Is that a chicken? Nope, that is a sheep. Okay. That's so much better. Let's put more... Do I have anything I can use? I feel bad using saplings. Especially because they don't do much. Like, I feel bad using saplings, but straight up, I do not want to get coal. I don't want to waste time making charcoal. Like, there is no winning for me, but yeah, here we go, I guess. The fact that my house is built on top of gravel does worry me a little, but I think it'll be fine. Real quick, though, I'm gonna put those up there, because then I can have charcoal, which will hopefully last me longer, because this is taking forever, but I don't want it to take even longer because I couldn't handle myself. That's not what I meant to say, but like, you know, because I am almost done with the floor. This floor. Let's put down a crafting table on the actual floor. I don't like the bed being on this end. I hate moving my bed. It makes me nervous. And I put my bed against the wall because I am silly. How much do I have? None? Ain't no way 14's gonna cover all this. Oh, I need more. Okay. Should be. Yep. Right there. Easy peasy. Annoying, but easy peasy. Hey, yo. Wait. There's coal under my house. I'll take that for sure. Is there more behind you? There is. Yo. That was a good decision then. Like, I do not want there to be a mine area under, like, I'm not gonna be mining constantly under my house. It would be horrible. But I will certainly take this coal because I definitely need it to finish this stupid house. Okay. Oh my gosh, I got 32. That's half of a stack. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm just gonna fill this up with dirt because I don't want there to be a giant hole under my house because I learned that lesson the hard way when I moved my Forever World to normal mode. My storage house has a hole under it. Which I had covered up, not thinking. Like, I hadn't even thought twice about the fact that I was just covering it up rather than actually filling it. And then, lo and behold, I hear zombie noises almost every time I go in my storage house now. And it's so, like, it's not even, like, scary anymore, because I know it's not a threat, it's just annoying. Okay. Nice. Okay. Oops. 14 coal. I mean, 14 stone. Yeah, 14 stone. Bloop. I'm just gonna split this in half and switch. Coal! Okay, I'm gonna sleep through this night though, because I don't like it being kind of dark. It's not even like a problem that it's not bright, it's just a problem that it's dark. If that makes sense. Like, I don't care. I don't really care that I can't see. My main problem is just that I am aware that it's dark, and that makes me nervous. I hate how quickly stuff runs out. Like, I know it's literally called survival mode because the whole point is you gotta, like, you know, resource manage your way into not dying. But I'm bad at resource management, if you couldn't tell. At least now I can see outside. Nothing important going on there. I can't believe how long it's taking to make this house, and it's entirely my fault is the worst thing. If I had just planned a simpler house, this wouldn't be an issue. Also, it might be a little too big. Like, I can make it better, but just as it is right now, it might be a little too big. Which is funny, if anything. Like, it's sad, but it's funny. In my opinion, at least. I can't believe I found all of that coal under my house, and I'm already burning through it so fast. Most of this episode is just me yapping about a texture pack and then building a house. Like, I was like, my goals for this episode: build the house, get my stuff, get my dog, move in, all that. At this point, the goal is kind of just build the house. I do want to do all that other stuff, of course, but it's like, oh my gosh, Minecraft would be so different if there was a thirst mechanic. I would be dead so fast. Because, like, presumably that would run out a lot faster than hunger. That would be so bad, honestly. That would be horrible. Okay, doot. Okay, we only need 4 more. We're almost done. We're almost done. Yay! We finished! Okay. Yippee! Is this still going? Yeah, it is. I'm taking these back because you don't need them anymore. And I would like to have a sword, and I think having a stone pickaxe would be good. Okay. Woo. I need glass though. I do like it's spacious. It's spacious. I wish I had an inventory sorter thing right now. That'd be so good. No, I want the crafting table, and that would be not too terrible if I lost. Same with the stacks of dirt, which I can use to bridge, maybe, if that would be helpful. Okay. Like, I'm very nervous about how I manage my inventory now, because before I messed it up real bad. Burn! Cool, now I got bones. Yay! Trees! Okay. Axe. Axolotl. No, I don't have an axolotl. That would be cute though. Oh, I didn't mean to strip that. The great thing about stripped logs, when I don't need stripped logs, is that I can use them to make charcoal. It's about the only thing that they're good for though. I'm sorry, like, I don't really like stripped logs in most contexts. Like, I like them, well, I used to have stripped logs as the flooring in my house, in my forever world, but that's about it. Like, I don't really like stripped logs for much aside from, I guess, flooring? And even then, it's like, I don't know. Like, they're not bad, but I don't know God either. That's just my preference, though. Okay, so the birch stairs need to be plankified. Okay, gotcha. Blurp, blurp. Step out this side. Once again. Blurp, blurp. And if I need to... I don't really want to move my door, but I do want to put a window there. But I will deal with getting glass later. Just gotta light up everywhere around my house because I don't want it to be hard to find later. Like, the idea of making such a big house and then not being able to find it later, it makes me so nervous. Okay, real quick, I'm taking a screenshot for my cords. I'll look at the screenshot if I need it, which I likely will. I'm gonna do one more set of stairs so I can do... I like to make my stairs rounded when they lead up to a doorway. I do that. I don't know why, I just tend to. To me, it just makes it look a little cleaner. Even though it does not. It doesn't necessarily look cleaner. And I'd say that some might call it messier, but I think it looks cool. I personally like it. I'm gonna make another chest real quick, actually. Just to put the rest of my stuff in them. I love that you can mix wood types when you make chests. Obviously, I'll have to go through this again later, but whatever. Okay, I'm very nervous and mildly scared. Is the sun already setting? Okay, it is. So I will wait to find my old house until that's not happening anymore. This house is huge, but then I need better lighting in here. Come on. There we go. Real quick, actually, I'm gonna, like, I know I just left, but I'm gonna check the cords for my house in the cold. 42, 64, 178, like negative 178, but still. 42, so I gotta go this way, 64, 178, okay, so this way, generally speaking. But it's at about the same Y level, which is interesting. Oh look, right there, there's the icy stuff. So I'm not too far away. For some reason I thought it was a lot farther. To be fair though, if I get caught out here at night, I'm dead. Not the polar bear. I'm just gonna run from you. I don't want to deal with you. Do I have leather boots? I think I do. I hope I do. I'm gonna fill this hole because it makes me nervous. I have too much dirt in my inventory right now. Who cares? Who cares anymore? Not me. Actually, I care very deeply, but nobody asked me about that. I'm avoiding the polar bear because I can't afford to die again. I say like I've died yet today. Okay. Aha. Okay. 42, 64, 178. But when I say 178, I mean negative 178. So I'm still pretty far away. I'm gonna avoid that, because that looks dangerous. Okay. Negative 178. Okay. Okay. Just gonna cover that up. I am rapidly approaching my house, I believe. I'm like really genuinely nervous that my dog's gonna be gone. I don't know why that's the thing that I'm concerned about right now. I don't, like, do tamed dogs even work like that in Minecraft? Or I should say tamed wolves. Guess I'm bridging out this way. I always make my bridges 2 blocks if I can, because anything less makes me nervous. Also, I don't know why I'm making hurdles right now. Why? Why am I doing this? I don't know how to aim. I'm used to my crosshair being heart-shaped. I can't aim with something normal-ish. Okay. Yeah, I use a heart-shaped crosshair in my forever world. Huh, in my forever world? I never talk about that, please. Okay. Wait, I'm going in the wrong way, aren't I? 42. 42. And then my Y level's gonna go down as I walk anyway. 42. 64. Negative 178. Because once I get to that house, I can just sleep there, and then I can grab my dog and my stuff and run back. Yes, that torch. I remember placing that torch. In theory. I probably don't remember that exact torch, but you know what I mean? Torches! Okay. I'm getting closer to my house. What the heck happened here? I assume the answer is me, but that looks weird. Okay. Oh, there it is! There it is! Okay, my my weed is still not grown yet. Okay. Whatever. Doggy! Hello! Even though I only have so much, I'm gonna give you that. Okay, let's see. Oh, emeralds! And iron. Oh my gosh, it's at times like these that I wish I had a shulker box. I can leave the crafting table and the Ooh, I will take that charcoal, thank you. Actually, no, it's better to leave it in case I ever come back here. Let's see, what things in here are useful? Wool, always good. Lapis, copper, emerald, iron, gold. If I die here, I'm gonna be so mad. If I die with this stuff, I'm gonna be so upset, genuinely. Let's take the doors. Golden apple, sugar cane, potato, cooked rabbit. I think the rest I'll leave. And let's go through this again. This would go in this chest anyway. I'm so nervous that I'm gonna die. Okay. What time is it? Is it still not nighttime? The sun is slowly setting. Okay. It's okay, doggy. I still don't know what to name him. I definitely want to make his color blue, though. Which there are lots of blue flowers back where the house is. I can leave these chests here. It's fine. Also, I'll leave the sugar cane because I know that I have more at the house. I'm so nervous I'm gonna die with all of this in my pockets. I would be so upset. Also, this is not really important to you, I would assume, but I can already tell that this episode is gonna be a nightmare to edit for me. Rough to you too. Okay. Getting dark. Let me sleep. There we go, and I got the doggy on my head. Okay. Let's get this lodestone real quick. I would like to bring this with me. I don't think I need to have you on a lead, right? You just follow me. Or not. Well, I can do both, right? I can do both. Okay, real quick. I remember the chords for this house. What's the chords for the other house? I took a screenshot. Negative 246, 71, 348. Okay. That's less catchy. Okay, come here. Like, I'm so nervous because I have so much good stuff right now. Not to mention the dog. He's just following along because he's a good boy. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna check the screenshot again because I'm already nervous. No, pause. Negative 246. 71, 348. I'm sorry, doggy. I keep, like, pulling his head around. I'm going in the exact wrong direction, so I gotta go this way. Negative 246. 71, 348. 246. 71, 348. I'm gonna leave the block of gold alone, cause I don't care about it enough. Negative 246. 71, 348.
Negative 246. 71, 348. Negative 246. 71, 348. Negative 246. 71, 348. Negative 246. 71, 348. Negative 246. 71, 348. Negative 246. 71, 348. Negative 246. 71, 348. Negative 246. 71, 348. Negative 246. 71, 348. Negative 246. 71, 348. Negative 246. 71, 348. Negative 246. 71, 348. Negative 246. 71, 348. Negative 246. 71, 348. Negative 246. 71, 348. Negative 246. 71, 348. Negative 246. 71, 348. Negative 246. 71, 348. Negative 246. 71, 348. Negative 246.
71, 348. Negative 246. 71, 3. Yeah! Okay, is my doggy still coming? Yay! We did it! Okay, the front of the house is this way. Come on, doggy! Come on in! Yay! We did it! Okay, reset spawn. Reset spawn point. Okay. Hi, pup! Oh, that makes me so happy. We did it. We did it. Also, if I ever forget my cords again after that, I'm gonna lose it. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to get my stuff into chests. Oh my gosh. Okay. Straight up, I'm just gonna dump all of this into this chest, and then I can reorganize after, because straight up, I'm so nervous. Okay. Also, I have to work on the second floor. Nope, the crafting table stays. Crafting table always stays. Oh my gosh. Okay, the lodestone can go outside. I'm gonna put it over. Normally I put the lodestone on this side, but I'll put it right here. That horse is so pretty. That horse over there. I like it. I'm not gonna take it though. I don't have a compass, but when I do, I'll link it over to that. Yay! We made it! We made it! Like, genuinely, I'm actually so happy. Gosh, I've been recording for like 3 hours, I think. But, I want to keep going. I want to keep going. I want to build up the house. It's gonna bother me if I don't. It's gonna bother me if I don't. I'm gonna at the very least organize my chests. I'll do that. I'll do that much. I'll organize my chests. I will make more chests to organize, I should say. Spruce log turn into planks. Yeah, and pretty much all of this is gonna, not all of it, of course, but a lot of it's gonna turn into chests. I know that I want a second floor, and that's gonna require stairs. I definitely don't have enough spruce wood if I want it to be made out of spruce. I really should figure out the dimensions of this house, though. But, we made it! We made it! Okay. Oh! Wait, these are pretty, too. Blue or... oh, light gray. I don't want light gray. Let's go for blue. Not the best place for it, but I'll take it. Hello, doggy. Yay! Yay! Okay. Oh, sorry. Come on. Come on, pup. I want to make a nice little cozy little space for him. This is so cute. He's so cute. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I'm gonna name him. It's gonna bother me until I until I figure out what I'm gonna name him. But yes, oh my gosh, I need to eat. Sorry, puppy. Like, I hate the idea of feeding him rotten flesh, but I also hate the idea of running out of food. I'll give you imaginary pettings. I'm not actually gonna pet you because I don't want to hit you by accident, but yes, pet you via crosshair. Okay. I don't want to make the ceiling out of dirt. What am I doing? To be fair, I could use cobblestone. Like, I used, like, stone floor, cobblestone ceiling. Like, I'm inverting the idea. But I feel cramped. Yes. So, probably gotta do 5 then. 5. There we go, that's big and spacious. And then on top, that will be like a storage room. I'm gonna need more birch, unfortunately, and I'm gonna need more stone. Actually, I think I might want that to be cobblestone, though. I mean, to be stone. Like, to match this floor. Probably gonna break my my pickaxe, it's fine. Even better that it didn't. Okay, let's sleep real quick. Okay, I could have sworn I had glass, although I might have used it all on the other house. So, I'll have to go get sand, which is fine. Because I know where it is. And I have a sword. Okay. I don't like that it's dark in this area. I'm afraid of the drowned. Okay. I'll grab the sugarcane. Like I said, I didn't want to take the sugarcane I didn't need. If there was some over here, there's coal. I'm not gonna get it though. Not gonna deal with that because I am scared. Yes, unfortunately, I am still very afraid of dying. It's a weird thing to say is unfortunate, now that I think about it. I'm gonna need a lot though. There goes the pickaxe. Do I have like infinite coal now or something? Like, not infinite, but I had a lot earlier. I don't know, the problem is that I'm kind of determined to finish this, which I definitely shouldn't be. It's not a good idea for literally anyone, but especially not me. But I really, really, really want to get this done already. Hey, doggy. Okay. This is the tallest ceiling I've ever done by far. It makes sense to break this one. I don't want to make the entire thing into glass, but I can at least do 6 considering that I had 7 blocks down there. Okay. Give me the glass. If I misplace a block, I'm gonna be so sad. But at least I have 7 when I only need 6. Okay. So that's one concern about lighting fixed. Now I have a big skylight, quote unquote. That's... I don't like that it's off center. But hold on. Let me reconfigure how it would be if it were centered. I just need 6 more. Okay, easy peasy. Totally fine. This will not have terrible consequences in the future. I think I should be fine. Especially since I technically only need 5 more because I have another one. Yeah, that's more than enough. Okay, let's run back. I actually will probably need a lot more glass though because I want to have windows on the top, on the sides too. Wait, I don't need to do that, I did that already. Sand. Because I don't want a big window on this side. And honestly, maybe smaller windows all around. Because I don't like it when my houses are like completely blocked off from everything. And considering how big it is, I might do like a separator wall on this floor and there. Maybe this would be like the crafting area, and I could have like a little kitchen across from my bedroom. And then the top will mostly be storage, which would probably be easier once I got iron, because then I could make lanterns. Ugh, there's so much to go over, and I'm so excited. But I have been doing this for way too long today. Okay, let's wait for one more. Okay, we'll finish up this skylight, and then I'll call it quits for this episode, because this episode's already way too long. Like, it's probably not as long for you as it's been for me. I've been recording for multiple hours, spread across the whole day, but, the reason I say it won't be as long for you is because a lot of it will just be me either, like, not making sense, so I cut it out, or me just doing the same repetitive task, and I cut it out. Because unfortunately, I am not either talkative enough or... Oh, do not break the glass, bro. Because I am A, not talkative enough, and B, not collected enough to make sense of any of this. Okay, 2 more. Can grab that. Go down this way. And anytime I make like a dirt ladder thing up the top of my house, I gotta take it down because I don't want anything climbing on top of my house. That would be so bad. Sorry, puppy. Did I drop stuff on you? Sorry, dude. Woo! I am pretty happy with that skylight, actually. It's kind of skinny, but that's nice. And it fits the overall shaping of the house. Don't you think, bud? Okay. Genuinely, I'm so happy that I was able to get my dog here safely. I still need to figure out a name for him. And I might have to go back to find that mine shaft again, because there might be name tags. I really, really want to give him a name tag, and I don't want to use creative to get it. But I need to figure out a name for him first. I don't know. Anyways, this episode has been very long, at least for me. But, yeah, I feel like I got a lot done today. We got a lot done today, I should say. Plus, texture pack, very fun. So, yeah, I will... It has been fun. I will see you in the next one. I don't know when it will be. Hopefully soon. Anyways, yeah. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you feel inclined to do so, I suppose. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!